All right, keep your eye on the sky, especially if you're driving through the southern tier in the Big Flats area, because for the next week, dozens of glider planes will descend from Harris Hill for the National Glider Contest. Today, WENY's Samantha Potter got to meet with some of the pilots and take a trip 2,000 feet above ground.
I'm here at the runway at the National Soaring Museum, where men and women from all across the country are preparing to glide 230 miles across the northern and southern tier. For the first time in at least a decade, the soaring capital of America is once again hosting the National Glider Contest. 39 men and women from across the U.S. will navigate different courses around the area for a 10-day period. For one local pilot who started flying when he was 15, is glad to have the contest right here at home.
I know the area. That's another advantage that the pilots that are from Harris Hill have, is we know the area very well. And it's just a much more relaxing contest.
During takeoff, the engineless glider is connected to a plane and flown 2,000 feet above ground until the pilot releases. The GPS in each sailplane tells the pilots where to go and keeps track of how fast they're going. Today's destination is 230 miles long, going to Olean, down to Mansfield, and back to Harris Hill.
It's a mix of everything. There's times when it's really serene and if you're crossing a big area where there's no lift, you fly rather slowly and the air's pretty smooth and it's quiet. And then there's other times where you're in really turbulent air. It's really tough physically on you.
Breyer says even more than physically challenging, gliding is almost all mental.
It's not a physical sport, it's a mental sport. It's kind of like chess, you know. It's based on who thinks the hardest and can fly the best based on the way that they interpret the skies.
Each day's flight is a race for speed taken from the glider's GPS. At the end of the contest, the competitor with the most points is crowned national champion and may qualify to represent the U.S. in the international competition.
There's a good competition between these pilots. I won't say all the top pilots are here, but there's a good group. There's a good group of the top pilots.
The contest goes until August 4th, so if you're interested in coming up and watching the gliders take off starts around 12:30 depending on the weather. Reporting from Harris Hill, Samantha Potter, WENY News.